Welcome all traders, investors, and students of the market to the InsideTechnician.com and the S&P 500 E-mini Elite Trader Training Course. This is Jeff Killian, Chief Market Strategist, and in this course you will learn how to trade the S&P 500 E-mini futures in real time, just like a professional does. In any primary market that we want to trade, we must first consider the overall macro view of the markets that are correlated and what is the current state of that marketplace and the realities for future directional price movement. The Dow Jones Industrial Average as compared to the S&P 500 equities as compared to the S&P 500 E-mini futures markets are all directly related, all interconnected, highly correlated, separate markets. Here on the Dow Jones Industrial Average, we see that we had smart money that came in here on 9/21 that was not quite readily available to be seen on the equities nor the futures. We will first use the Dow for the initial session to talk about how to make the relative comparison between volume as compared to prices, but not any type of volume. We're talking about smart money volume. The core philosophy behind our teachings at the Inside Technician is to teach you how to find, track, and trade with the smart money. These are the people who have the deepest pockets, the largest institutions, offshore hedge funds, and insiders within the market who can and actually do move stock prices. Therefore, first and foremostly, we will dissect the Dow, looking at the overall picture of the state of that market, putting into consideration how this indicator, for example, has performed and moved to the downside as compared to the inflated highs long before the market ever corrected on the U.S. side. Here, when we look at divergence analysis, it is key to comparing the current relative indicator formations and levels as to the prices to be able to determine where there is pent-up buying and selling pressure, to know we are in a high probability mode set up for the overall marketplace to be, in this case, short, where the market would turn around and move all the way down to where it has in the most recent trading. So we'll cover the Dow first, and after we're finished, we move right in to the S&P 500 equities on the cash side to take a look at yet one more similar but not the same marketplace that clearly is highly correlated with the Dow to determine the overall conditions of the U.S. markets and, again, the realities for future directional price movement. The S&P 500 equities, being the sister to the futures, will lead us to the ultimate path of the primary market that we want to trade and in real time. Here, very obvious indicator formations clearly depict where prices will move into the future. Here, again, clearly signaling a trend in play to the downside long before the serious sell-off came. Here, as compared to the prices, one more considerable negative divergence before prices changed direction as an advanced warning as to where we would be able to trade and in what direction. After we run through the Dow as compared to our S&P 500 equities, we move right into the continuous contracts and take a look at the daily charts updated in real time to be able to determine what are the reality of these market turning points that we will need to identify with to be at the right place at the right time to catch a series of trades in real time to the downside, because the overall bias is now at a level 7 or 8 negative short as compared to any other most recent type of market conditions as witnessed by this initial move of the new downtrend, which is in play again at this time. After we have established very clearly and in many ways what the levels are, and factoring in one of the most time-proven, highly profitable techniques, Fibonacci ratios, and how they get magnetized to price levels on the way down or up, depending upon how they are laid out. We will teach you very clearly how to know your price profit targets well in advance. Levels will be discussed way ahead of time for you to be able to plan exactly where your price profit targets can be laid out on the way down and obviously on the way back up when prices will eventually turn around and trade to the upside. Smart money again here sold off, not evidenced on the Dow or the S&P equities. Futures leading the overall U.S. markets one more time to the downside. After that, we move right into real time, full well knowing that the 15-minute charts are the mother of all intraday time frames to trade this market in real time. Again, we need to be on the right side of the smart money. This methodology will teach you how to identify with only the true high probability trades, really putting everything in your favor with the smart money behind it. This is the beauty of it. And so identifying with the real high probability setups can lead to moves that few traders will ever be able to identify with. Clearly laid out entry and exit points ahead of time based on, again, divergence analysis as compared to prices, clearly identifying built-up selling pressure within the chart pattern that has not yet taken place by the downward movement. Last but not least, we will cover extensive case examples of actual trades that the smart money trading methodology that we have designed here has identified with and taken, fully broken down for you to see. There is no other course available like this on the web today, not available anywhere. What you're going to be presented with in a fully transparent environment is 20 years of trading intelligence wrapped up in one single course. This is very well organized and extremely comprehensive. You will learn more than you ever thought possible out of one singular course. And this pre-recorded, sold-out webinar presented event at a fraction of the cost. I welcome you to take the challenge. We are here to present it. All you have to do is walk through the door and see how this course will change your trading and put your odds on the side of real high probability trading. This is Jeff Killian for the Inside Technician. We look forward to all of you joining us here and walking through the door to become an Inside Technician.